Have you ever wondered why Chris Heroes is hailed as arguably the supreme solo queue player in the world of Pokemon Unite? How he turns the odds in his favor like a mastermind at play? Well, today we're diving deep into the tactical genius of this gaming phenomenon. Buckle up because we're about to reveal the enigma that is Chris Heroes. Our journey begins with Chris's opening strategy. It's a tactical dance that sets the tone for the entire game. He stacks up safely and triggers the X speed early to make sure that he can get his stacks in. He doesn't go for the third stack because he knows that it's unsafe. This is the mark of a seasoned player who knows how to play the game. There's no extra lives. There's no reckless deaths for a mere stack. It's a calculated dance. Every single step is taken with purpose. But even the best of dancers can stumble, as we see Chris's engagement with this Cinder. It's a really rare misstep, but it's arguably just plain unlucky. His risk led to a critical hit from the Cinder. Yes, it's unlucky, but remember, he's been winning a 2v3 in the lane. A setback, sure, but he's done incredibly well to maintain the lane at this stage. Fast forward to the 740 mark and we witness a subtle yet significant decision. He chooses farm over the enemy. It's a small movement, but it's one that speaks volumes about Chris's understanding of the game's nuances. Every second counts, every choice matters. And in this moment, Chris proves why he's the master of this game. That small bit of farm is a success, and those small successes stack up over the 10-minute course of the game. Now, at this 7-minute mark, we see a calculated 2v3 push. It's a dance of aggression and restraint, a testament to Chris's exceptional map awareness and understanding of the enemy's movement. His death at 640 is honestly really unfortunate. I think he deserved the KOs, and in my opinion, I think the enemy team got really lucky to get away with that. Now, as we paddle through more of this game, and I'm going to pause right here at the 5-minute mark. Look at the Unite charge. Look how Chris has got a supporter with him, the Comfey. This next play is the sign of a player who understands safe farming and the value of getting all the resources possible. Despite his team losing their 3v2 advantage up top, Chris keeps the bottom lane under control, proving once again why he is a formidable force in this game. He ventures into the enemy jungle, knowing that he can get out. The only way the other team are going to be able to get him is if they spend all of their resources to do so. Their Unite moves and all their skills, and having to put themselves in an awkward position, which they do end up doing. However, this play gives Chris's team a huge edge at the next team fight, because his team will have more Unite moves than the enemy team. And all it was for is for one buff and one kill. Now, at this point here, this is what set Chris apart from other players, is his intimate understanding of his character. It's like a sixth sense for his opponent's moves, and a daring spirit that allows him to dodge and escape in the face of danger. It's honestly just an alpha play. The enemy throws everything. Look at the Blastoise. But Chris knows the Blastoise skills, and he knows his skills as an Azumarill. He slips away, leaving them with nothing but a wasted resource and just shattered hopes. Now, I just want to point this play out because behold the power again of our supporter in action. This would go unnoticed unless if I made it very clear. The shield from the Comfey is a life-saving gift, a testament to these insanely good supporters in the game. The enemy may throw everything at Chris, but the loyal supporter by his side kept him alive. This was a pivotal moment in the game, and honestly, really undervalued if not talked about. The supporter kept Chris alive. Chris is level 13 here. If he dies, the enemy get a lot of catch-up experience, and it makes it worthwhile for them to throw that resource at Chris. However, the Gardevoir Unite moving and then not getting the value out of that Unite move because the supporter kept him alive means that his team has now got the advantage at the Rayquaza. Chris doesn't make a bad play going in. the enemy just try and capitalize on a little bit of mispositioning by throwing expensive resource at Chris. And the supporter keeps him alive, absolutely changing what's happening in this game. Really, really good play. Now finally, let's look at this Rayquaza fight. Watch how Chris handles the high pressure situation from the enemy securing the Rayquaza. Where a lot of us would panic, Chris remains calm and analyzes the situation and identifies that the enemy have got heavy damage up top. Yes, he's obviously a little bit frustrated, but he takes them out of the equation. Now this maximizes his team's chance to secure the Rayquaza in this moment. It's risky, but it pays off. Yes, it's a little bit lucky that his team secures the Rayquaza while he's not there, but by him removing himself from the secure means that he's taken out the enemy's 2 big chances of secure. An absolutely brilliant strategy from Chris, and we deserve to acknowledge it, because honestly, a lot of these plays that Chris makes do go unacknowledged. A lot of people don't really understand why he's making these plays, which is why I'm making this video. Yeah, sure, I can try and make these games myself, but if I'm seeing these awesome players and creators in the community making amazing plays, then I'm going to analyze and I'm going to say, hey, this is how we should be playing this game optimally. And this is what we're doing. By examining Chris Hero's gameplay, we're learning so much about the strategy, skill, and just the spirit required to excel and climb in the solo queue. Let's continue to learn from him and others to level up our own gameplay. If you like this sort of content and you found it helpful, please give it a like, drop a comment saying this was really helpful or something along those lines, and stay tuned for more insights, because remember, we're going to keep playing, we're going to keep learning, and we're going to keep climbing in the solo queue.